world where cannabis is more than just a plant, there's a podcast that's changing the game. Welcome to the Daily Chronicles. Your ultimate destination for all things cannabis. The Daily Chronicles, your trusted voice in the cannabis community. Tune in to the Daily Chronicles podcast, available on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. The Daily Chronicles, your trusted voice in the cannabis community. Discover the power of creativity and passion, bringing your visions to life, creating moments that resonate. Book your project today. Only at 117 Productions. Hey, what's going on, my tokers, jokers, and smokers? Welcome back to another edition of the Daily Chronicles, y'all. What's up? Rodney back in the house. Y'all, today, this one is near and dear to my heart, and quite literally to the deliciously dope, Daily Chronicles Studios, 117, all of that. But, yo, today, I got Michael Loveland from LOVIE'S fucking Food Truck in Grand Rapids, Michigan on the show, man. Welcome to the show.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Dude, absolutely. Listen, it was a couple of years ago, all right? I was in Grand Rapids. I was at some other food trucks, and y'all talk, let's be honest. Some good, some bad.
Definitely. And there's definitely gaps.
I was told, I was turned on to LOVIE'S Food Truck. They're like, yo, do you like hot dogs? Yeah. Do you like burgers? Who fucking doesn't? They're like, you got to check out LOVIE'S. Unfortunately, I keep missing you, and, we're all super busy. But this is me telling you openly, I got to catch the food, LOVIE'S Food Truck. Absolutely. Yeah. I want to promote the message because, the more that I see you out here doing your thing, the more I can respect and relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely out there hustling, that's for sure.
That's the truth of it, man. That's the truth of it. So, like, without like fucking talking more about that, like,
Yeah.
tell us, where did Lovie's come from? Like, how did you kind of get into this?
Long story. My dad, he moved out here when I was younger. Probably when I was like around 4 or 5 years old. So he started working at Yesterdog. You know where Yesterdog is?
Yep.
Yeah. So he was the general manager for like 20 years. He did his thing. So then I moved out here in like 2016, and he started opening up his own restaurant. So I helped him with that. And one thing led to another. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, but eventually it sparked the interest in me to want to do my own thing, and LOVIE'S Food Truck came out of it.
Dude, I love that. It's when you want to talk about a business origin, that's a damn good story.
Yeah.
And you hear a lot of that, a lot of passion in the
Definitely.
words and the reasons behind doing food. Especially, I don't think there's anything more passionate than food, honestly.
No,
but that's
definitely.
just
You can
me
do a
and
lot
I'm
of things with
biased.
food, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Now, kind of when you were sitting down to put the tires on the pavement, even before you get to a food truck, you got to create a
Yeah.
menu.
Definitely.
You got to create a menu.
Yeah.
Like, describe the process of that for me, man. Like, are there any dishes that are kind of unique to your food truck and kind of catering?
Well, obviously, Yesterdog, that was a big influence on hot dogs, and people, Yesterdog's notorious for hot dogs around Grand Rapids.
Right.
So my dad, he went through the process of going through what he went through, and I learned from him. Their chili is their biggest seller at Yesterdog. So obviously mine's a little bit different in ways, a little bit. I tweaked it a little bit here and there, but the basis of it is definitely a big shout out to Yesterdog, because without them, obviously, I wouldn't know how to make a hot dog chili. So definitely my hot dog chili is definitely my go-to, but my burgers are by far my top sellers for sure as well.
Absolutely. Now, what makes is there any iconic like menu item that's like, yo, Lovie's, that's what you're known for?
People like my olive burger a lot for sure.
Okay.
My dad knew someone who used to work at the famous, they're not around anymore, but like the Fables, not Fables, Mr. Fables, that's what it was.
Yeah, I've heard that name.
They had a olive burger process, how they did it. So I learned from my dad, from the guy that he learned from.
Okay.
So I just grew from there. So people, when they come to my truck, I always let them know, like, hey, it's kind of like the Mr. Fables way of doing things.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Like, I love me a good Coney dog. I love a good olive burger. But I think that, before we continue, we have to explain to people what the fucking olive burger is, because if you don't live in Michigan, you have no idea.
I see a lot of people I game with online and all that. I say I have an olive burger. Like, what do you mean by that? They're so confused by it. But it's definitely a Michigan thing by far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't see it anywhere else. And
so what goes in your olive burger? Like, what sets your olive burger apart from other people?
Well, everything is made to order. Like, you see some food trucks who offer, pre-made or frozen patties, possibly. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying some do that.
Yeah.
But mine is, fresh ground beef, locally sourced from what's it called? Byron Center Meats over in Byron Center.
Okay.
So it's locally sourced beef and all that. But yeah, it's fresh ground beef. It's scooped right from the pan onto the grill for each order. It's seasoned, not overly seasoned and all that. Nothing crazy.
Just enough. Right.
It's like almost like a smash burger, but it's a little bit thicker. And then I baste it in butter. And once I flip it a few times and it's cooked, it says it's a butter burger actually too.
Yeah. Butter makes it better.
Oh, it definitely. And it soaks in the beef, gives a little flavor, keeps it juicy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but the order, sounds weird, but the order that you make it, it's important. It goes lettuce, tomato, then you put the mayo on it. Don't combine the olives with the mayo. So put the mayo first, and then you chop the olives, like blend it a little bit, but don't go crazy, and then throw it on top of the mayo, and it's good to go.
That's the classic iconic olive burger right there. Like, as long as you're doing that, you're Gucci.
No,
I did it very similarly, except for I made a tamponade with the olives, and I would just use that. You know what I mean? I've seen them with cheese. If you're gonna have it with cheese,
you can add cheese.
It's a white cheese.
You know what I mean? I should offer that. That is a good idea.
I wouldn't do it with like a cheddar cheese. That's just cheddar's too sharp.
It clashes with the flavor a little bit.
And it looks fucked. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, okay, let's go back to let's just say a simple smash burger. All right, you want to see that drippy cheese, like that's what makes that
true.
motherfucker. You're not gonna want to see that with an olive burger.
No,
Like
no.
that, it just
you
it
don't want it
doesn't.
overly. You want to see the olives more than anything.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of olives do you use? Because I've had two different kinds of olive burgers. I've had your green, your basic run of the mill olives.
Yep.
And then I've had an olive burger with a tapenade made of what was it? See, now I'm fucking baked and I can't even think of it. It was those special what is it?
Kamali, not come on.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just can't say it either.
I'm so fucking baked. It's like it's the other ones. It's the fancy ones. That's what we're gonna fucking call it. I can't. It's gonna come to me later in the show.
Right. But no, mine are just like the not standard, but like the diner green olives. I see
the good ones.
Yeah, I see some people ask, "Are they black olives?" And I've never heard of that before.
I've never heard of a black olive.
Yeah.
Burger, no.
I can't.
I mean, I'm not against it.
Right.
Clamato olives. I think
Clamato. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah. But they're just like a step up. That's a little bit fancier. And of course, the chef that I worked for when we were doing that got the ones with the seeds in them, so you had to pit them yourself.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
And then he went in for surgery, and I took over the order for that week and noticed that it's actually cheaper to buy the pitted ones.
Really?
He was just doing that for.
Sense.
He was doing that for. What it was he's creating work, and if he actually had work, it'd be a better product, and he could pay us more money because then we had to do more work. So ideally,
I guess, yeah. I see it.
Asshole.
Right.
He knows who he is. No, he's a huge fan of the show. What's up, chef? You know what I'm saying? He watches all the time. He's not really one for the limelight, so there's that. But no, man, olive burgers. You've got hot dogs. You don't have deep fryer just yet.
No, not right now. I have a quote written up to where I could have one installed in my truck. It's just not. I can't really see it fitting into like every day and all that right now.
Not really feasible at this point.
I mean, I could easily get one installed. I got the means to do it. It's just It's just really tight inside my truck. You can't tell by the outside, but the inside, I just can't see me doing everything I got to do.
Right.
And then having that fryer just so close to everything too.
Yeah, I've heard of digits, phones, AirPods, all kinds of crazy shit going into fryers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
be a problem.
Yeah, and I can only imagine slipping and falling into it. Like I've seen some gnarly shit.
I've been splashed by some oil before, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that fucking sucks, especially when you're holding something and your immediate reaction is to let go.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how you know that a cook and a chef, because like, let's say you're holding a pan and doing saute and you get splashed with oil, you're still gonna finish cooking.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna let go.
No,
exactly. Chef would have your ass.
Dangerous. It's a huge mess to clean up too. You want to at least avoid that as well too.
And holy shit, you got a lot going on, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. There's a lot going on, especially when the food truck's actually open. Obviously.
Hey, what's going on? Go out on the boat.
It's holding up good. It's a good food truck. The engine's solid. That's the one reason why I got the food truck I got. But it is a 1980, so it's old.
A little older, right?
A little older, yeah. But it's still doing its job. It's doing good for me. I know for me to take that next step and to go even further, I need a truck that I can more easily drive like over towards the Grand Haven area or like Lansing, or like taking more around the state every so often, more than I could. With this one, I need more space in the kitchen too. I need to add, a piece or two more equipment to do what I need to do.
Okay. And
just have more space overall, because if I need help on the truck, I'm the one cooking, obviously, but there's only room for like an order taker, and that's it.
So let's talk about like what you've got kind of going on and what you're wanting to move to. Obviously, you said a bigger kitchen, right? So
yeah, definitely more space.
When you said you got these, you want to add certain things to do more stuff. Does that mean that you're going to expand your menu a little bit?
If I do, it would be just a little bit, because I already have a menu that's. A lot of people say it's big for a food truck menu. I just honestly, it's not that big. I just have a lot of variations with the ingredients I have, which they don't seem to understand that. But right. But yeah, the main thing I see me adding is at least 1 or 2 fryers. I need more space for that, so I do want to offer French fries for sure, because that's obviously a game changer by far.
Dude, I love a good French fry. To be honest,
definitely. Then it goes perfect with hot dogs and burgers and what I offer.
So you got chips to replace the fries, though.
Yeah. I got chips, like bag chips and all that. But I also offer like homemade sides. Like I like macaroni salad.
Ooh.
My great grandma's recipe, so it's a family recipe.
Right.
Then every now and then I have a potato salad, baked beans. It's a rotational thing. It's whatever I feel like having that week, honestly.
Hey, dude, I'm with it. Like
I gotta have something else than just chips.
I get it. I get it. Like I'd probably be the asshole to order the baked beans and the chips, and that's what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's how you know I'm a fat man. I love me a good picnic, man. I'll be honest with you. But all right, so West Michigan, Grand Rapids, Lovie's Food Truck. You know, we talked about like the dailies. We talked about what your menu, some future kind of plans.
Yeah.
Yo, man, what about competition? Because let's go back to what I said in the very beginning. I was brought on to you by your quote unquote competitors, but truth be told, it's not even a competition.
I mean, there are a lot of food trucks around Grand Rapids. It's grown a lot since 2015. I think that's when
there's a lot of people to feed too.
Yeah, I don't know how many people live around here, but there's a lot of people. It's a big city. But yeah, it's grown over time, and I do there's obviously a couple like when I say burger trucks, like they specialize in burgers. It's not just trucks that offer random things and just have a burger. Like you can tell the difference. You know what I mean by that? When they offer, like one's just like a standard burger, and then there's like mine, or for example, Patty Matters as an example. They definitely specialize in burgers. So I'd say Patty, they're probably my biggest competitor. Obviously, they're probably the biggest food truck.
She's the one that turned me on to you.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Well, Lauren's a nice person. I love Lauren. She helped me, especially when I first opened up. She helped me out a lot.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Like, she's a connector, man. She's a conduit.
Definitely.
And
she's definitely
her energy
someone
alone. Be
definitely
honest,
someone to take notes from after. That's for sure. She knows what she's doing.
Oh, absolutely. I've eaten at her food truck. I got lucky and I went to go out on the boat in Spring Lake, and she was out there. You know, really? It's some brewery.
I know they're everywhere. So it's fun. It's fun watching them grow. And at first, when I first opened up, I was striving to really, really be like them, because they know what they're doing. Right, exactly. But as time goes on, I don't know how to explain that. Like I don't need to be, all over the place all the time. Like I don't want to have 5, 6 trucks like I used to plan. Like my plans have changed over time. My priorities have shifted, but I'm definitely.
So you're not going towards the fleet? No, you're not.
No, I want to have at least 2 someday. But like right now, I'm focusing on 1 for a while, and me just being my only employee. That's my goal right now. I think that's how I'm vibing that way, and I like it a lot. Yeah.
But you're doing good, man.
Definitely.
You ain't down and out yet. To be honest with you.
No, that's never gonna happen.
No, that's the truth. I like seeing that. But like, we've talked about how it came to be. We talked about you working in Yesterdog and all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Specifically, like, what is your background in the culinary world aside from that, or was it just that?
No, I mean, it was mainly following through my dad's footsteps and learning from him and some things on the business aspects of everything. But I was going through I wasn't there for long, but I was going through like the Seek Institute at GRCC.
Okay.
For a little bit. So I was getting into that field, and then my dad opened up that restaurant, and I just felt like I had to,
So there's a direct influence.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So well, that's when I left school and I went to the restaurant to help my dad and all that.
And that's just kind of, that was life shifting you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It just felt like that's what I had to do at the time.
Yeah.
But it led to everything that I got now. So, I mean.
Hey, dude, you went the right way.
Right, exactly, yeah.
So, I mean, I dig that. Whatever's happened has happened and can't happen
in part of the story.
Exactly. And I get that, bro. Like, we're led in different ways, whether other people agree with it or not, whether we agree with it or not, but something that's really like near and dear to our hearts in the food profession, and it needs to be talked about more.
Yeah.
Are sustainability practices, man. That's that's the absolute number one thing. Like if I'm looking at, okay, where am I going to eat and stuff, if I know this place does sustainability things,
Yeah.
I'm going to go to it. So, dude, tell me, are there any sustainability practices that you implement in your food truck operations, such as like reducing waste or like using eco-friendly materials?
I do need to focus more on the eco-friendly materials. I definitely need to implement that more. But just as far as food waste, I just always make sure. I mean, it's obviously it's simple business. Just don't order too much.
Right.
If I have to go to the store, I put my order in. And I literally live 2 miles from most of my where I get my food from. So it all works. Right? Yeah, definitely. So it's always as fresh can be. It's not anything that I need to worry about. Everything's close for me to get. It's easy to stock on my truck, and people are really good with working with me when I need to do last minute orders and all that.
And I would imagine like not having a fryer kind of cuts down a lot of the waste too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it would definitely add more work to and having to clean the fryer. It's just a lot more to worry about. That's for sure.
Fair enough. Yeah. I'm starting to see a few restaurants in the area kind of branch out and talk to local farmers. Why is this?
Yeah,
important?
I've seen that too. Yeah.
They feed some of the leftover vegetables and stuff like that to their piggies if they got piggies.
Yeah.
Chickens if they got chickens, which is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chickens will literally eat anything. They're fucking dinosaurs, to be honest. And worm farmers.
Worm farmers, really?
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. I haven't heard of that. That's cool.
You can actually do this at home, and this is really important to notice or to know and listen up, y'all. If you're growing anything in your garden, worms are exactly what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Best friend.
Worms are absolutely, especially like their poop,
Right. Yeah.
So what you would do is you get a couple 5-gallon buckets, and then in one layer you do your food waste. So what it is you put the worms on top. They know where the food's at. They go through the holes. They eat the food, and then they go through that into the dirt, and that's where you get your casings.
That's crazy.
Boom. Your own little worm farm, and you're getting rid of your waste too.
Yeah.
So
that's a good practice for sure.
Yeah, and technically you're actually, you could bury it. You could bury your waste. Like if you have let's say old fish bones that you're not going to make a fumet with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Throw them in the fucking ground. Those will take a while to decompose, but if you feed them to worms, they won't.
Right. They'll break that down really quick.
Exactly. So sustainability is something that we really need to focus on. I feel that on the road to not even like the most perfect of sustainability, but on the road of sustainability, there are a few things we need to consider, pumping a joint along the way, if you will.
Right.
We're going to find a way to change the diet for many Americans. We're going to find that, like it or not, a lot of the food here in America isn't even real to begin with. Let's be honest, but it's that fucking
red dye 40.
100. Great example. Example. Skittles are being outlawed.
I know. Yeah.
I used to fucking eat those constantly. So there's that. But I think that it's important to know that sustainability practices are being implemented or plan on being implemented with a lot of people, at least here in the Michigan area.
Yeah.
It's huge, and I love the collaboration with farmers. I mean, that's just you're helping them on the front end and the back end, dude. I love that, man.
Everyone working together.
Now, let's talk about, Lovie's Food Truck. Obviously, you do your basic food truck operations during what season? I think you said
April
May?
through October. April. Yeah, that's like the regular season.
Okay. So that's your food truck season.
Yeah,
like that's when it's
open
hot?
4 or 5 days a week for sure.
Love it.
I cancel if the weather's too, wet and rainy,
Right.
Depending on where I'm at, if it's nowhere crazy, I cancel. But, 4 to 5 days a week is my regular schedule, April through October.
Okay. So when you're off season, you're not just off. Like from what I understand, you offer catering services year round.
Yeah, catering's always available as long as it's, not super far away, especially during the wintertime. That's just how I operate, I guess. I'm a single operator owner. I have it's just me out there grinding all the time.
No other
really.
employees.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have, people here and there. They can always call on if I need help, certain places. But yeah, usually the day to day, 99% of the time, it's just me.
Well, I mean, let's go on the other side of the food truck window here.
Yeah.
How do you handle or gather customer feedback?
Oh, social media for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I always, I talk to my customers too. I'm not just, out there. What do you want? Here's your food. Thanks for the money. Am I like that?
Right. Now, I assume that you've gotten some feedback and changed accordingly.
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, you can always. I'm literally writing my Instagram. I like the stories you can save on your pages and all that. There's one called reviews, and there's a ton of reviews from customers.
Hey, I love that. I love that. Now,
and then
go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Then there's Facebook reviews I always look at too. People, messages I get, comments and all that. There's one I don't agree with, which is Yelp, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah, fuck Yelp.
Yeah, I can't stand Yelp.
You know, neither can I. Fuck Yelp.
Like if you don't pay them money, they're gonna ban or like block all your good reviews.
They got a hold of me.
Did they really?
Hey, blah 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 blah. I don't care, and I hung up the phone.
Yeah, I know they always constantly call you too. It's like I'm not using you guys.
At what point is it not harassment?
Right. But yeah, they're on a whole nother level. Google reviews a good one too.
Yeah, Google reviews are solid. Yeah, I'll contribute to that because
definitely.
You know, it gives the owner a chance to go in and delete it if it's just malicious. That's the truth. Yeah, you have to prove it and things like that.
Right.
But it's kind of
they give you that option. Yelp is just like it is what it is. I don't care if it's fake or not.
Well, that's true, but at the same time, you have to pay to play with Yelp, whereas Google,
you don't have to do that. Yeah,
correct. Well, but my last question to kind of wrap up the food truck, concept and my line of questionings was special dietary needs for your customers. Like, what are some of how do you really accommodate for these customers with special dietary needs or restrictions?
Well, I mean, obviously, you always got to tell me first. I had, you always got to tell you're allergic to onions or whatever the case may be. Always make sure you tell me.
Vegans, fuck them, but gluten free. Do you have any gluten free options?
I did try and offer gluten free buns at one point, but they didn't sell. So I always
cared.
I always tell people though, if they ask for future reference, you can bring your own buns and I'll make you the item you want. But I do have a couple of vegetarian options. I do have a veggie sandwich.
Okay.
It's nothing crazy. It's just lettuce, tomato, mayo, mustard, chopped olives, onion, pickle, celery, salt on a toasted bun and all that.
Okay.
But I also have a veggie hot dog, and any of my burgers you can upgrade for $1 to Impossible Burger Patty.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah. All right. They're very limited stock, but obviously they're there because people want.
You have to have the option.
Yeah. Right. I always say I got something for everyone.
Now I've had an Impossible Burger. Now, and hear me out, and I want to talk about smoking some more here in a second, but I've had an Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
And be honest with you, it's not bad, and here's why it's not bad. The taste is garbage, but that's not
that's not
It's not. I'm a meat eater, so of course I'm not gonna like it.
Right.
I do not like I absolutely hate the fact that we're doing this lab created meat.
Mm-hmm. I know. I've seen the chicken one. It looks kind of funky to me. But
I've seen chicken. I've seen the steak. That's up there with fucking meat glue to me. You understand?
Literally,
I'm not vibing those.
No, not at all.
Fucking terrible. But however, the Impossible Burger doesn't claim to be that. You see what I'm saying?
And I've read that too. Yeah.
It's a plant-based burger, which to me reminds me of it's a company called Morningstar that makes the prepackaged shit.
Yeah.
I dig that because it gives these motherfuckers options. We'll talk about how wrong you are later, but they'll never agree to it. Vegans
not at all.
And vegetarians here. Sure, but at the same time, we need people like me. That's what you don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention, you're now starving me because you're eating what they would fucking eat, and they're tasty as shit. That's how you create cannibals. I'm joking. I wouldn't ever eat a person unless it was on Fear Factor, but Joe Rogan can make people do crazy shit.
He can.
But no, dude, food truck, West Michigan, I think that it's amazing because Grand Rapids and the surrounding areas, it's a lot of people to feed.
Oh, definitely.
Even with what's available, it's a lot of people to feed, and it's
a good place to be. That's for sure.
Oh, it's a damn good place to be. I love it. I got to make my way back out there. It's been too long. It really has. But One of the things that I didn't really like about Grand Rapids for a while was that it's becoming like consumed with corporate cannabis. You know, there was a lot of this specific company popping up, that one specific. Yeah, fuck.
There's
them.
a ton. There's a lot.
It got bad. I remember when there wasn't any. Like, I remember like the fucking day that it happened.
Like my hometown, Adrian, Michigan. Like when I moved here before it became legal, so I go back there a few times throughout the year, but the whole main strip, and there's a lot it's like 30,000 people in that city.
Yep.
And there's like 10 weed stores. There's a lot of weed stores in that city.
And they popped up like damn.
They popped up, yeah, all on the main strip. It's crazy.
I dropped my bowl and nicked it, so now it's like I gotta find a glassmith to fix it. Yeah. I'm sure I could probably go back to the person who made the damn thing.
Right.
And be like,
hey, this pen right here, actually, I went disc golf. I was going to
ask you, what is that?
The hybrid vape pen that I got from a local weed store.
Hell yeah. Is it just distillate or what is it?
I don't know.
Is it clearish?
No, it's an amber color.
Oh, then yeah, it's probably like rosin or something.
Yeah.
Do you dab?
Yeah. I've never taken a dab, but I want to. Oh, man. I've never taken a dab.
Do you smoke flower?
Oh yeah, If it does what it needs to do, I'm gonna smoke it. That's for sure.
Yeah. So imagine this then. The best way to describe a dab is smoke like fucking 4 or 5 joints of some really good shit at once.
At once?
Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of smoke too. You gotta understand this. But if you do carts, it's a little similar.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's not as bad for you. Let's being honest, smoking anything is probably bad.
Yeah. I mean,
I love dabs. For you. I love dabs. I actually had to take a dab break because I was smoking way too fucking many. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my tea break, my THC break was me smoking, going back to flower.
There you go.
Plus, I have like a fucking pound I gotta smoke through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I
just hung up 2 of my plants.
No shit. What'd you get?
I honestly I don't know what kind it is. It's just some seeds I've accumulated over time, and
sweet.
They this is my 3rd season, and I'm starting. I mean, I'm getting a little bit better. I do like 2 plants a year, and they're always female, so I know my seeds are
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did Blue Dream and Trench Buddy this year.
Oh, there you go. I've had Blue Dream before, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I wanted to see if Blue Dream was PM resistant, and it is. So,
is it? Okay.
Yeah. Good to know, especially in a mildewy Michigan.
Right. Yeah. Especially this fall.
What fall? Wet. We had like summer to winter.
That is true. It's been a wet one.
The leaves just turned. It's gorgeous. Go up, to the tunnel of trees, y'all. Get high before you do it. On your way back down, stop into Grand Rapids and check out Lovie's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
If they're not open, if it's not during fucking food truck season, hit them up. Hit up the Linktree, linktree.com/Lovie'S Foodtruck. He's got catering options for everybody. My dude's sustainable. You know what I'm saying? He does private events. Got that culinary background and that backstory. He'll find he'll help you with your dietary needs and shit. Like, and he's a customer favorite. And, dude, if I'm looking at this from a business perspective, while smoking, you started in 2020, right?
I bought the truck in 2020. I opened in June of 21.
Okay, so June of 21. June of 21, here it is, 2023, and you've done this already? Yep. Bro, that's good progress. That's great. It's stellar projection.
Yeah, you guys can't see, but if you're looking at my sales too, it's just more consistent day to day, and it's better every year. That was my goal.
Do you feel that that's happening because you're getting into like a groove type of vibe?
I know, groove. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. That's just what it is. I know what works. I know what I need to do to be sustainable, and then obviously when better opportunities come along, you capitalize on it and you grow.
I mean, and that's something that has to be like spoon fed to people. So what I meant by that comment is this: if you go into work and and it's your first day on the job, you're not going to be as fast prepping or on the line and cooking as you are seasoned a couple of years later.
Yeah, it's a 9-day difference from day one. That's for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
But that's just it. You gotta wake up. You gotta take that step to the door, man. But
you gotta get out of bed and you gotta do it.
I love everything that I'm seeing. I really do. I do find it inspirational, you know, as a small business owner, to see other small businesses, you know, kind of flourish and kind of come together and support each other. I think it's awesome. Definitely check out the Twitch, Lovie's Twitch. Last time I checked it out,
link.
it's in the link tree. Last time I checked it out, there was you were playing Call of Duty.
Oh, that's the main game for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you play there? Do you see your PlayStation?
Yeah, PS5. I got a PC as well. I usually keep the PC for like story mode, open world games, stuff like that.
Like Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I haven't played that, but it looks really fun. Right now, I got Starfield, but that's kind of dying down for me. If I'm being honest, I need to find something else.
I got obsessed with Starfield for a while.
I like it. It's really fun. It just seems like you gotta do a whole lot to be good, like make it more easy for you and be good at the game.
If you played Skyrim, it's just Skyrim.
Yeah. I played Skyrim too. Yeah.
I love Skyrim.
Fallout. I played Fallout 4.
Fallout 4. Yeah. Love Fallout 4. I still go back and play 76 every now and then.
See, I didn't play that one, but I probably should have.
I mean, it's all right. Like, it's broken. Let's be honest.
A lot of games are broken these days.
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't think they should do Fallout 76. You can fix that. Give me Skyrim multiplayer.
That would be cool. Especially with updated graphics and
you could give us the same exact fucking game
same thing.
with updated graphics, mind you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. With multiplayer, and you would sell $60 copies
every minute, every second.
It's not even a question.
I'd buy it the second it came out.
I would buy it 100%.
I'm still waiting on GTA 6, but that's going to be a minute.
You know, I've heard great things from it.
Oh yeah,
right
definitely.
now.
It should be worth the wait.
I'm literally today, probably tonight, later when I'm done with work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Probably will finish Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Is that good?
Dude, did you ever play Assassin's Creed?
Oh yeah, definitely. I haven't played the past since 2015 on, but I played all the classics for sure.
Did you like number 1?
Oh yeah, I love number 1.
They take it back, so you definitely pick this
okay.
up.
All right,
definitely
look into it because I need that story mode game for sure.
It is a good story. You're going to beat it pretty quick, but do all the side missions they add to it. I can tell you this.
Yourself.
Graphically, it looks amazing.
Does it?
Like, graphics are amazing. Your combos are pretty dope once you learn them.
Yeah.
You will unlock your entire skill tree, so that's good to know.
Right.
Just to know how you do it. That's up to you. You'll see. The tools that they give you are very assassin oriented, meaning they don't want you to really be in combat.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can do it, and, you know, but it's literally
more stealth.
Right, they really want you to focus on the stealth.
That. Okay,
yeah,
well,
and
like
the parkour
like that too. Yeah, that's Assassin's Creed.
That's
classic, right there.
100%. It's either Assassin's Creed or The Office. I mean, that's really that too. Which one of them you have to scream parkour, whatever one, that's up to you. But you know, the story's there. They take it back to old Altair there.
All right.
It is a huge nod to the original Assassin's Creed.
Is it? All right, good.
I think that it's definitely worth picking up.
All right, I'll look into it for sure.
So definitely, I'll be done with that today. I think Baldur's Gate might be my next jump to.
Next one.
Yeah,
there's a few people I follow that play that. It looks fun.
You know, that's kind of the point. You know, I love Baldur's Gate. I do. That's. I remember being young, PlayStation 2, man. I just downloaded it for Xbox, but it was the old. You remember Dark Alliance?
Yep. Yeah. I didn't play.
Champions in Noroth.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, love those games
for sure.
Love those games. If I bought it, not even being upscaled in graphics. I bought it just fucking no.
How it was? I want that now.
Actually, they stood up pretty well. I've seen worse games in newer titles. You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure.
Holy shit, they knew what they were doing back then. Just imagine. Anyway,
what they could do today.
Go play Baldur's Gate 3. You might see me hopping around. I might pick that up for PlayStation here soon. I kind of want to grab one of those. Yeah, it's on PlayStation and PC.
I thought it was PC.
They say it's on PlayStation PC. They said they were gonna port it to Xbox, but
probably not.
You know, I don't feel like waiting a fucking year.
Right, no.
But knowing my luck, I'll go pick up a PlayStation or something, and it'll come out the next fucking day. So
that's true.
That is what it is.
That should always happen.
No, man, I appreciate you coming on. I really do. I definitely wanted to show some love to LOVIE'S Food Truck.
I appreciate you guys having me for sure.
Absolutely. You know, let me ask you one quick question before we get out of here. let's say that a person goes and smokes and they smell like weed. Obviously, you're a food truck; it's no big deal.
Yeah.
And you know that they're stoned. Would you turn away service, or would you be like, "Hey, man, yep, just
Oh, never.
buy one of everything"?
You got, yeah, right. I'd push them to buy more food. That's for sure. I'll never push anyone away for that.
I ask because we've seen those signs popping up and hearing about it. Yeah.
If I do it, why would I be biased like that? Never,
Hey, listen, those types of people are the ones that make those signs.
Exactly, which makes no sense.
It does not.
You gotta do a lot for me to make me not serve you. That's for sure. It hasn't
Usually,
happened
when
yet,
you
but
feed
it'll take
people,
a
they
lot.
calm the fuck down about anything anyway.
All right, exactly. Especially if they're stoned.
100%. I'm not thinking about doing
combo
anything.
right there. No, not
Exactly. So smoke, go to Lovie's, man.
Exactly.
Grand Rapids is the place to be. My dude Mike, I want to thank you again. For coming
thank
on.
you.
Absolutely. Linktree.com, y'all. Lovie's Food Truck. Check him out on Twitch. You on YouTube?
I do have an account, but I don't really use it. I probably should more.
But really, TikTok. That's
TikTok's the main one. Twitch,
Yep.
and then Facebook, Instagram, all at lovies.food.truck. But yeah, check them out. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know exactly where to find him, man. And my tokers, my jokers, my smokers. It's been an amazing episode of the Daily Chronicles, y'all. We'll catch you on the other side. Peace.
Have you seen the light before the light becomes your enemy? Here, this is the